Hi guys, it's Heaney. Thank you for taking the time to be with me again. Um, I'd like to remind you that first and foremost, you are a spiritual being. Okay? First and foremost, a spiritual being. Now, this is the third upload I've done out of my first set of three. It'll be the last one that contains a wide variety of truths. Okay, the subsequent uploads will be on one topic exclusively. So that will make the videos slightly short, I would imagine, which may please some people. Okay, so the first one, just to recap, was to make you aware you are a spiritual being, first and foremost, okay? And where you are headed once you exit this human experience, which is heaven or hell. The second upload, Deconstruction of the Matrix, was to make you aware of where you are and what you're living in, which is a simulation and construct done by Satan and his cohorts. And this third one, entitled The Tunnels, is to fill you in on other things that are going on simultaneously. Okay, understand one thing. The world on which you live has an enormous array of interconnected tunnels. This is across the world. Every country has them. All the countries in Europe are linked up via tunnels into Russia, Asia. All the states in America are linked up in tunnels. These aren't just tunnels that would be dug, um, to human size. These are elaborate, stone lined tunnels, just like the ones you drive through above ground, very well constructed, very wide. You can drive in them. The Illuminati have many, many places constructed as bunkers for themselves. These are extremely lavish. They are like mansions. They have all the mod cons that they have in their residences above ground. Excuse me. And this has been going on for at least 12,000 years. Some of the tunnels are 12,000 years old. So this has been going on for a long, long time. Okay? Now, some of the information and truths I'm going to give you are disturbing and unpalatable to hear, but it's important you do hear them and know them because it is all part of the bigger game. Okay, so what happens in the tunnels? Well, the first thing that happens in the tunnels is the human trafficking that goes on. In the tunnels at any time, there's approximately 25 million people held there prisoner to be utilised in a variety of ways, which you'll learn about very shortly. And hundreds of thousands of women between the ages of 14 and 40 are held as breeders. Excuse me. They are there to produce children, preferably babies, which are used in a variety of ways, predominantly as satanic sacrifices during rituals. Now, there is no end to the requirement for babies, particularly, as there are 500 million Satan worshipping paedophiles living in your world today. 500 million. And of course, if the babies are born underground, they have no paperwork, they cannot be traced, nothing can be done. Um, it's a very, very sorrowful plight for all involved and is extensive. It is worldwide on a massive, massive scale. Many of the things that I'll share with you just now are also done above ground. Around about 10% of all the activities I'll share with you are also done above ground, but 90% of the activity takes place in the tunnels, okay? The Nazi SS, who were smuggled to America after World War II had ended, are still in operation in the tunnels. They are still working on their eugenics experiments and also experiments on humans interbred with animals to create the perfect hybrid. That's their agenda and what they're trying to achieve. Also in the tunnels you'll find rows of boxes. These are clear glass or plastic boxes containing souls. Yes, souls. Techniques have been developed to strip a soul from a person, and these souls are kept in boxes. They are earmarked to be used in a thing called transhumanism and become downloaded into technology. Okay? Obviously, the souls are unwilling as they are extremely agitated and unhappy in their prison. However, with the amount of people down there, they have unlimited access to human beings to do this to against their will. Okay? Black magic. Black magic goes on in the tunnels. Black magic of the most heinous style you can imagine. The conjurers and witches are meddling in areas they know little about. And I can highlight Adolf Hitler along with Aleister Crowley colluded together during World War II in many black magic practices, which ended up in complete and utter failure due to their lack of knowledge. Their arrogance got the better of them. They thought they knew what they were doing. They thought they knew how to control the forces and entities they were attempting to summon, but they had no idea at all of what was taking place, I will tell you. Both Adolf Hitler and Aleister Crowley ended up in a really piteous way. Aleister Crowley impoverished, destitute and alone, died, and Hitler went insane. They had meddled in something well beyond their ken, as it were, and as they attempted with their objects and narratives from ancient manuscripts, often bound in human skin. These manuscripts are written in blood and they are read backwards to facilitate a conjuring or summoning of a very dark entity. Of course, they were trying to summon a portal. In the knowledge that it would be a gateway between this three-dimensional existence and a different dimensional existence. However, what they didn't realize was that whilst they thought they were conjuring the portal, it was the portal that was conjuring them. Portals are the entity, and portals are attracted to massive amounts of negative energy which they feed on. Had they known this, they may have had a little bit more success. However, they delved into an arena they knew little about. Also, in the tunnels, you have rows upon rows upon rows, and again, this is across the world. They're all in collusion with what they're doing. Rows upon rows of cloning tubes. Now, cloning has been going on since, cloning of the human being has been going on since 1938. So it is quite now sufficiently advanced. And you didn't think they would stop at Dolly the sheep, did you? Absolutely not. There are many high-profile Hollywood pop star clones. They're quite easy to spot. The features are enlarged. You can notice differences, space between the eyes, size of the facial features, size of the face, lack of complexion, and their pallor, the way they move, the way they speak. Oftentimes they will malfunction and they need to be recloned again. So this goes on in the tunnels and has done for quite some time. These technologies and abilities that are practiced in the tunnels aren't derived from human brain prowess. They are gifted or bartered from extraterrestrial entities. Okay? So much of today's technologies, and certainly cloning techniques, and of course nanotechnology, are all off-world tech and methods. Nothing from the human. Humans aren't that advanced to create, excuse me, to create these types of things. Nowhere near. Okay? Also, from the humans that are held captive, there is a big market in organ harvesting. So if you require a new internal organ, heart, kidney, whatever it is, if you need it, they will find a match out of all the people they have there and basically just remove it, leaving them dead. All this, of course, is at a price. And in the realms of the Illuminati and the elites and the Hollywood celebrities and pop stars, money is not an object, so they can basically buy whatever parts they require. So that's going on also. There's also the creation of super soldiers. They are, in essence, cyborgs. These are people who have been radically enhanced with aforementioned advanced technology including toughening up of the skeletal system with an amalgam of gold and crystal. This again comes from off-world, and they are enhanced, they are faster, they are stronger, and they carry out missions on Earth, but quite often on other planets. They often train in the Sirius system, star system, and they get there. And here's a big old blockbuster truth. Just like The Matrix was a documentary, so was the movie Stargate. Yes, people, Stargates do exist. There are several on Earth and many, many others throughout the universe. And the cyborgs train regularly in the Sirius star system, accessing the Stargate. There is a Stargate positioned beneath the White House and one around the pyramids in Egypt. So the movie and the series are not dissimilar to the actual Stargates that are in use today. Another truth that occurs in the tunnels is something called MK Ultra. Now, if you are about to spill your guts and reveal some truths, and you are showing signs of possibly wanting to do that, you'll be taken down for reprogramming, re-education, memory wipe, total brain rewiring. This is what happens when you undergo procedures involved in MK Ultra. MK Ultra is savage, and it completely changes the person's mind. Once they've undergone it and it is deemed successful, they are assigned 2 handlers who watch them 24/7, just to make sure that nothing starts to seep back through from their previous memory banks or their subconscious mind. If indeed that happens, excuse me, they are returned to the tunnels for the next stage up, which is called Monarch Mind Control, which is even more aggressive to the brain. They use frequency technology, vibration technology, and again, this is technology not made by humans. The Illuminati are, at this moment in time, plotting and scheming the next big thing for the world. And with their last agenda, under the guidance of Satan, of course, he is the top dog, and they work for him. And the last, of course, fear-generating tool unleashed was, of course, COVID-19, which just perpetrated fear, scaremongering, panic, worry, and so forth. Now, they do this because the Illuminati do not want you to know that you are a vibrational and frequency-based energy being. Okay? We are all frequencies and vibrations. Yes, we hold the same form, everything does, as I've discussed in previous uploads, due to its atomic structure. But we can take that much, much further. Knowing you are a vibrational entity, a frequency entity, you can begin to ascend and raise your vibrations to the way they should have been. Okay? We have been conditioned over all this time by the Illuminati and their cohorts, which I'm not going to mention in this upload, but will certainly do in the next one. I think their cohorts require a video all to themselves to discuss who they are and, more importantly, what they are. Okay? So the Illuminati do not want you to know you have the power within yourself to raise your vibrations. They will do everything to keep your vibrational status low, and that is instilling fear, which lowers your vibrations down to negative vibrations, which are heavier. And of course, you become bogged down with all of Satan's doctrine, his fear, doubt, worry, panic, etc., etc., etc. All the negative vibrations, they will create anything they can to keep you living in a negative vibrational state. But now you know what they try to do, you can begin to ignore that and raise your vibration yourself. We are all capable of a multitude of things that has been bred out of us over time, including telepathy, telekinesis, access to other dimensions, access to spiritual realms, and so forth. We are all, every single human being on this planet has that capability if they raise their vibration sufficiently. And that's what we all need to do, is raise our vibrations. That is what the Illuminati fear. If we raise our vibrations, we can achieve all these skills. We can link together. We can become a collective consciousness, which is what they fear the most. They will do anything, absolutely anything, to stop us as a species achieving this goal by creating division and divide. Keep them separated, keep them warring, keep them arguing, keep them living in fear and difficulty, and they believe we will never get there. But I believe that we will get there, and we do get there. And their bunkers at this juncture will be completely worthless. They will have no place to hide. Imagine if in each country we created a swarm. A swarm would be 5 million of us together going to the government buildings and removing them and putting them in jail and trying them for crimes against humanity. There is nothing that could stop a swarm if we all linked together. And the time to start doing that, people, is now. Okay? Raise your vibration. Do whatever you can to raise your vibration, to light, to love. And it involves using your pineal gland or your third eye, okay? It is at the moment calcified by the toxic fluoride pumped through the water and in other products that you may use. It's done so just to calcify the pineal gland, which is the gateway to your latent abilities. Okay? So you need to focus on your pineal gland, and I will give you some techniques in the future on number one, how to activate 100% of your brain, how to switch on your brain so it activates at 100%, and also visualization techniques using the pineal gland to remove any and all negative thought paradigms from your mind. It is so effective that you can, in essence, remove all negative thought programs from Satan's bag of tricks. They will have no effect on you anymore. Paranoia, anxiety, depression, fear, worry, they will all be gone. You can simply do something and take them out of your mind, okay? It really is that simple. All you need to do is believe and focus, okay? Um, Also, they don't want you to know that beings from other planets, other star systems, have been visiting here basically all the time. It's not just the odd sighting of a craft, it is a continual influx in and out of air traffic, just in different dimensions, and for the most part, you cannot see them. Okay? They have such advanced technology, they can become invisible. Um, However, we're on the cusp of a big announcement from the Pentagon, which of course is a precursor to the next large fear agenda by the Illuminati, which I will tell you about now. Okay? The next big agenda, following on from COVID's fear factor, to keep you in a low vibrational negative state, is going to be, excuse me, a simulation of an extraterrestrial invasion. Okay? What they're going to do is use advanced technology to create independent holograms, which they can do, which are extremely realistic. They have the technology to do this, and the UFOs that will be seen, I will guarantee you, are fake. They are not real, okay? I'm not saying that they don't exist. They very much do. And I will discuss this fully with you in my next upload, okay? But this agenda, they call it the agenda of terror this time. This agenda, and of course the Pentagon's soon to be released expose of UFOs and all the other information they may or may not have, is just setting this up nicely to happen in, as they have already planned, 2024. This date, however, I would not be surprised being pulled forward. Okay? So I think this is something that could happen at any point from now on, because they are becoming fearful of the collective consciousness as more and more people, and it is ramping up, trust me, this is ramping up, more and more people are becoming aware, awake, knowledgeable, questioning, unhappy with the status quo. People are on the rise. Vibrations are shifting. This three-dimensional matrix is changing to a five-dimensional world. It's happening now, people. You can see it everywhere. You may see consequential numbers, 1111 on a clock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 34, possibly 22, 22, or as I did on one occasion, check out how long a DVD had to go as it was getting a bit boring. I clocked the time at 1 hour, 11 minutes and 11 seconds, and that's 5 ones in a row. These are all signs that you're going in the right direction. Okay, so do not stop, and do not let anything get in your way. Do not let anybody's outmoded, old-fashioned, uneducated opinions burden you at this point, because you can only go forward and upward and increase your vibration and increase your frequency and become the spirit being you are inside, and utilize every facet of your brain. Your brain is a most exceptional tool. It was designed by God. How can it be bad? And yet we are told that AI is going to be much better and take over, etc. Again, this is smoke and mirrors. The human brain is far more powerful than artificial intelligence, okay? It's just we don't know how to use it, okay? But I'm going to help you with that, and certainly help you to get started on adventures inside your own brain and changing your own brain using your pineal gland and visualization techniques, which I've used on myself to great effect. I was taking 22 big pharma drugs for supposed mental health difficulties. I've stopped going to the psychiatry departments as I now know the truth about them, which again I will reveal in a future upload. And I'm now taking 4 tablets with no assistance from any medical doctors whatsoever. So it shows you what you can do with the power of your own mind by yourself, and linking together with others is a great thing to do. The social distancing of 6 feet is designed to keep your vibration and frequency, which radiates from your body in a ball which surrounds you all the time. It radiates out to, you got it, 6 feet. They do not want you overlapping your energy fields. They do not want people getting together. This is what they fear the most. And when this happens, people, and it's gonna happen, it is gonna happen, I have faith. Their pyramid of power is going to start to crumble. Okay? We, the people, are the ones that have all the power. We, the people, working together, putting our differences aside, our colours aside, they are meaningless. This is the time that we unite as the human race, once and for all. And with 7 billion of us working together, nothing at all can stand in our way. There's also something else that goes on which is quite upsetting in the tunnels. The production and manufacture of a drug called adrenochrome. This is the preferred drug of the elites, stars, celebrities, government officials, Illuminati, and so on. The way it's harvested is harrowing. However, I need to inform you, children 2 years old and under are put under a campaign of abject terror. They are terrorized repeatedly and tortured until their adrenal glands pump super concentrated adrenaline into their bloodstream. This is then exsanguinated from the body, so it's all drained off, and the child passes. It's bottled. It is then mixed with another drug, the compound, possibly cocaine. They're mixed together. It's snorted. It sells for $5,000 per gram, and it does also have an effect of rejuvenating skin. It will make you look younger. It will make you feel younger. It will basically turn back the clock. That's what adrenalized blood taken from a child in terror does. It actually does that. So the next time you see one of your favourite celebs looking particularly fresh-faced, do give a thought to the fact that they may indeed be indulging in the disgusting practice of adrenochrome consumption. I could reel off many names, but that would be counterproductive. I mean, these people will be caught. They're all going down one way or another. Once we ascend, once we get to heaven, and all you need to do is just seek salvation from your Lord, King, and Saviour Jesus Christ. That's all you need to do, is accept Him as those things, and get repentance for your sins and stop your sinning. It's all you got to do, plus raising your vibration, and you're out of here, you know? You're going to be lifted right up into the light for your eternal playtime. Of course, you don't have to remain there for all eternity. You have a myriad of choices of other experiences to have, other planets and places and dimensions to explore. The opportunities are limitless. And of course, once there, you cannot feel any negative vibrations whatsoever. It's impossible. Okay? So that's what we're looking to do as one unit. And evolve. Because that's what's happening to us now. We are evolving. And if any of this resonates with you on any level, please don't ignore it. Please do something about it. Discuss it with somebody. You know, discuss it with a friend. Try some mind techniques of your own. Lucid dreaming, astral travel, remote viewing. You can leave your body and you can go to anywhere you want in spirit form and have a look and see what's going on. So these things, I've experienced all of them over my lifetime, and the less big pharma medications I consume, the more enhanced these latent abilities become. And you'll all be able to do these things. I promise you that. Okay? So we're just coming to 40 minutes again. I want to say I love you all very much. I will pray for you all and wish you all the very best in your adventures and research and journeying. But get onto your brain. Get onto your brain, have a play, have a try, but I'm going to help you in future uploads. Okay, God bless you all. Bye for now.